Alright. This is the second episode of Black Crowns. This is Deron.
This is Coop.
We have a few topics we're going to want to talk about today.
Yep.
So I had a short-term plan to kind of, I guess, add on to the protests and the looting and all that stuff, because we have their attention. You know what I'm saying? They're paying attention to us. They're seeing what we're doing. So now it's time to make some demands to pretty much help us, because obviously we're the ones who are publicly being fucking lynched.
What you mean?
murdered, all types of stuff. So what I'm thinking, tomorrow you can go vote, and definitely got to vote locally.
Georgia primary.
Exactly. So
definitely go vote. If you're black, definitely go vote. Like civil rights is what it was for.
Exactly.
So go ahead, get out there, man.
We got to change some laws or put new laws into legislators, because obviously these cops don't give a fuck about us, to be frank. Not all of them, but enough to where we're still getting killed. Like, that shit is the time for that shit to cease, or if it does happen, then they need to be put underneath the jail. Like, straight up, like, y'all supposed to be protecting and serving us, and y'all not. Y'all killing us. So more stricter laws for these cops, man. The LA mayor, I think he defunded a police department. I did not know you could do that.
Me neither.
I didn't know you could defund police. You know what I'm saying?
How much they?
I think it was 150 million. 100 or 150 million. Yes, dog.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So yeah, when we see these cops doing this, and we can find out their department and where they work and all that stuff, they got the badge and stuff on, they code or whatever it is they have on them, they got the body cam, and everybody got cell phones now. So we need to start doing this more. The mayors, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to start defunding these police.
That actually is a great idea.
It's a great idea. Like, legit.
Yeah,
like,
the whole department suffered.
Exactly. Just for one bad apple. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all start hiring better cops who are supposed to be doing things that y'all said they would do. You know what I'm saying?
That'd definitely be a bigger slap on the wrist than just suspension with pay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the hell they did. Yeah.
That slap on the wrist ain't worth a quarter. But this right here, it hit everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
All the police gonna be mad.
Exactly.
And now they
everybody gonna step up.
Yeah. They going back to
charges.
Crown Vics.
No more Hondas. Getting outran.
Can't catch nobody.
What the fuck am I supposed to do, man? Can't even catch him.
Can't even catch him no more. It's over with. Yeah, defund them, man.
Start taking them niggas' money.
Oh,
bro.
Man. That'd be awful. Yeah, man. Something. You right.
That's a great idea, honestly. And, and we gotta start passing some more laws. Like, we need reparations. We need all types of stuff.
We need representatives.
And representatives.
We need
exactly.
black folks to get into legislation. We need y'all in them offices, listening to what they saying.
Exactly.
Putting your input in on this, man. Like, you know how we feel. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? We need more people to be judges. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Senators, mayors, just all the way up the board.
Republicans, Democrats, whatever it is. We might as well get in the Republican Party too. We can change it
everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We can get in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get in some of these boards. You know what I'm saying? Boardrooms, all that stuff. And superintendents, we need all that. So we can, you know what I'm saying? That is an amazing short-term plan.
It is.
Like, we also need a long-term plan.
Got to.
So, like, for me, I feel like a good long-term plan would be to, like, have our own self-sufficient system, you know what I'm saying? Where, like, everything that we do is, like, within our own community. Right. So, like, they always say black people should come together and all that good stuff or whatever. But in actuality, we know black folks ain't about to come together. And
definitely not anytime soon.
Definitely not, not anytime soon.
Right.
And I got a good example that will explain what I'm talking about. So it's an extreme example, but it's a good, it'll let you know what I'm talking about. So in LA, they say they got like a gang problem or whatever, right? You got gangs everywhere running rampant, doing whatever they want. So say you got this gang, I'm gonna call them gang A, right? They got this 12 blocks. This 12 blocks, if you come through here wearing the wrong color, come through saying the wrong thing, you get shot. You know what I'm saying? You might get killed over here. Then on block 13 to block 18, you got this gang B.
Exactly.
And they'll do the same thing if you come over there wearing their colors. You see what I'm saying? So how are we supposed to get gang A's community and gang B's community to come together?
Right.
When gang B just murdered, you know what I'm saying, one of gang, you know, just did a drive-by, killed one of the gang A members' grandpa, their nephew, and their son. Like, how you gonna tell them to come together with the gang that just killed them? They gonna shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You'll get killed going over there messing with, like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, hey, who are you coming over here trying to tell me to come together with this dude?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what I feel like we need to have is a system that's community based. So basically gang A has their own community, gang B has their own community. They don't have to really talk to each other or nothing. But within those two communities, we need to have a way for those two communities to like interface with each other. You know what I'm saying? Interact with each other. So basically it'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Say we have a self-sufficient black community that works off a different type of money. I just call it black dollars right now. Right. So we got black dollars, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, this community spends their own black dollars, they regulate however they want to regulate. This community spends their black dollars, regulates however they want to regulate. But say this community has something that this community needs, and this community has something that this community needs. They need a way to transfer black dollars between each other. Even though they don't deal with each other, they need a system where they can go and say, hey, I want to, you know, exchange this with them because that's what they got. You know what I'm saying? Some type of system where we have that and we have our own dollar. So that way, if the government try to come in and say, hey, you need to pay taxes on that, but they can't tax us for our money. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Because it's our money. We didn't spend any dollars on it.
No U.S. dollars.
We didn't spend no U.S. dollars on this. This was all exchanged through black money. You see what I'm saying? They can't collect taxes off that because we didn't spend no money. You can't collect taxes off $0.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So we need something like that in place. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be community based. So this community has all their sets and rules and whatever they want in there to exchange black money however they want to. And this community has a completely different set of rules, do the same thing, but we need every community to have the same set of rules to exchange money across communities. So we need like an exchange or something like that. Same way governments have exchange. So when you go to Europe, you can't go over there spending U.S. dollars. You have to go to an exchange, get euros back for your U.S. dollars. So same thing with black communities. We can do that. And that's the exact same way we can interface with the U.S. economy or whatever. We can have an exchange. So if you want to buy a house, you know what I'm saying, you got to get that from the U.S. government or whatever. So you go to the black exchange, exchange your black dollars for real money, and you can go, you know what I'm saying? And so that's going to start with us as black people having, we need to come to a consensus that our money has value, first off. Because if, you know what I'm saying, because in all actuality, a dollar ain't got no value. Really. It's just a piece of paper.
Exactly.
Its perceived value is whatever's written on there. So you see what I'm saying? We need to do that with ourselves. Even if it's not paper money, it can be anything, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we want to exchange, we need to say that it has value. Right. That way we can exchange it as money. You see what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, it'd be the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
that's what we got to do. And it may not even be in paper form. It might be just numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same way they do on, you know, their banking system, the same way, just on numbers.
Yeah.
So that could be like a long-term plan, yeah, because it's going to take a while. First, you got to get everything situated for the whole overarching system. And then you got to get different communities on board with it. You see what I'm saying? But that way, I think we can get everybody together without actually getting them together. That way, we ain't got to worry about communities getting upset at each other or whatever.
Because all we doing is really just trading resources.
Yeah, trading resources. That's literally all it is. It's trading resources. And in your community, y'all can have your own little board that says how y'all want to trade y'all money. Exactly. That way, when you go over to this community, it's a whole different set of rules. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go straight from your community to that community, then there's an exchange for that.
Exactly.
So,
I guess it's, I don't know, maybe there's not a short-term goal because I don't see these niggas doing this anytime soon. But we need reparations, dog. I mean,
feel you on that.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying, this is enough money for anybody else, but this is just what I'm thinking. Maybe if they give every black person, like I said, this ain't fucking final cut.
Yeah,
Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I'm thinking right now.
Throwing out a number right now.
Throwing out, you know what I'm saying? But like maybe like $150,000, like each black person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would make you into like a middle class. You know what I'm saying? Should be able to sustain your life. You know what I'm saying? Without having to really struggle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's not enough money for fucking slavery and all the stuff that we've been through.
That's not enough money. There's no amount of money you can get for that.
Exactly.
But I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's a start. You know what I'm saying? It's a good start.
It's a good start.
For me, at least. I don't know about everybody else, but if somebody gave me like $150,000, I'd be straight. I'd literally be able to build generational wealth from that. Straight up,
man.
That's like straight up. I mean, like,
if you know what you're doing with that 150, you definitely could. You know what I'm saying?
That's the business.
But you know, there's gonna be a nice percentage of black folk gonna catch that 150
and go ham, boy.
Absolutely ham, dog. That's why I feel like we should have like a mandatory class.
Yes.
For each black person that's trying to get that money. If you're trying to get this money, you gotta go sit through this class where they give you all the options you can do with your money. You can go stocks, you can go here, you can go real estate, you can do all this with this money. So don't go out here and blow it. Buy assets with this money. But how do I take economy and not know how to file my taxes?
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Dog, I took economy and it came out. Did not know how to file. I knew what supply and demand was.
Yeah, definitely knew what that was.
I did not know how to file my taxes. I had to teach myself all this stuff. Then I learned about how you can like lower your taxable income. All this stuff.
Just learning like, this shit now.
And I'm looking like, yo, so I've been paying more money than I should have been?
Yes.
I could have wrote that off. I could have wrote this off.
Do you know you can write off the travel expenses? Like if you drive to a gas station. Well, I mean, don't tell them that you drove to a gas station.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, dog.
Alright, hold on. If you take a business trip to the gas station, if you take a business trip to the gas station, you can write it out.
Don't listen to him, dog. Don't listen to him. Do not listen to what he just said. If you have a business trip, say you sell art. Shit. Say you sell art, and somebody in New York wants to buy your stuff, and you fly to New York to have a business meeting with this guy about a piece of art that you're trying to sell him. You can write that off on your taxes as a business expense.
Yeah.
Write the whole trip off as a business expense. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, because you had to go to New York to conduct business.
That was part of your business.
Right.
So you write that off. You pay with your business card, write it off.
Because the gas station was the business trip. You had to go to
unless you an ATM person, you trying to put an ATM in that gas station.
Right.
And you taking a trip over to have a meeting with the owner.
Yeah, that's what
That's different. Yeah. Then taking a trip to the gas station.
Or you exchanging the money at the ATM there too. Yeah, you good.
Yeah. Something. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Any business expenses you can write off on your taxes. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't take a trip to the gas station.
Right.
They try to write it off on your taxes.
They gonna come get your ass. Boy. Hey, but let them know to like and subscribe.
Uncle's go.
Let them know to like and subscribe to Black Crown.
Hey, Black Crown said I could do it. They said I could ride to the gas station and write this off. Uncle Sam gonna be like, who Black Crowns is? Who's that? Like and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell them
like
when they come lock your ass.
Yeah, when they coming to get you. When the man come get you. When Uncle Sam kick that door in, saying you invading taxes, man.
Yeah,
you wrote off that 13 cents. You wrote off 13 cents. We want that 13.
Yeah. Tell them just
don't like do that. Uncle Sam gonna get you. But
they will find you.
For what was we even talking about?
How the fuck we went to school and don't know shit.
Oh yeah, school. Why didn't school teach me anything?
I don't know, dog.
I ain't learned nothing from school, man.
Not a goddamn thing.
I be sitting there like, dog, all this stuff. I was in class. How many years will you be in school? It ain't 12.
No,
it's more than 12 because you got preschool, kindergarten, and then the 12. So
13,
14 years of schooling, and I ain't know how to file taxes.
Right.
I honestly don't even know how to be an adult. Like, they don't teach you nothing.
Think about this. When you get a job, what they look for? Experience, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine if you was in a trade for all that time. Like that they were just teaching you a specific thing about something. You have 15 years of experience in that one fucking field. But they sitting here teaching us about Christopher Columbus and how he found it.
Found it. How he pillaged the land. He helped pillage this land, man.
What the fuck, bro?
How you gonna pull up on the spot with people living there?
Be like,
oh yeah, it's new land. Nobody's been here before.
I like what you did to my place. This is nice.
How do you pull up with somewhere where people are at and say this is uninhabited land? That's like me walking into your house, coming in like, oh wow, nobody lives here. And you looking at me like, yo, what? And then not only do I come over there doing that, I come in eating your food,
sleeping with your wife,
giving
you diseases,
shooting your cousin over there that's sitting on the couch.
Like he in my spot.
Yeah, and I bring in diseases and all malaria and yellow fever.
All types of shit.
And I bring all this into your house talking about some, this is my land. You looking at me like, what? And now I'm shooting you because talking about some, yeah, this is my land.
Nice. Like, what the fuck? That's what we learned about.
That's what we learned about. That's what we were taught.
That's what we taught, dog. Come on, man.
They don't teach you about black folks. They don't teach you about how, you know what I'm saying, crack.
It damn sure don't teach you about how they did that.
They don't teach you about how that just devastated everything we had going for us.
Just popped up in the black community. Out the dust.
We brought it there though.
Yeah, somehow.
We had boats to go get that from Colombia.
If we had boats, nigga, we would have been left y'all niggas. What the fuck we doing? Nigga, we about to go home.
We would have been cool. You know what I'm saying?
Go home. Like, why would we go get crack and then come back here
and give it to us?
Come on, man.
Where we get the guns from, dog?
Exactly.
We ain't had no guns.
Don't worry about no guns, nigga.
Like, that was all brought into there.
Come on, man.
All that stuff, man. So, yeah, man. We don't get taught that, though. School, man. I swear, boy. They slacking.
Yeah, they tripping.
Like, you legit graduating don't know how to be an adult. You don't know nothing about being an adult.
Not a damn thing.
You can count. You can read.
ABC.
That's it. Count, read, you know what I'm saying? You might know how to put a little chemistry project together.
Right.
Other than that, it's over with.
It's over with. And then the crazy thing, and then the fucked up part is, then you gotta pay for college.
Oh yeah. That ain't no joke.
Then you gotta pay for fucking college.
They was like, oh, you wanna actually learn something? Okay,
oh, yeah, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah, that's not free.
That ain't free.
You actually wanna learn something. Okay, cool. Yeah, here you go.
How you graduate high school into a whole nother pile of bullshit? What the fuck did I do this for? Like,
and even then, you still don't know how to be an adult.
Nope.
You come out of college like, all right, I gotta get an apartment. Okay, how do I do this? You go over there. You go up to
live on the dorm.
Like. Do you remember the first time you went to try to go get an apartment, dog?
I didn't know.
You didn't know what you was doing.
I didn't know what was going on.
You walked in there, it's like, I want to get an apartment. Right. There's like, when you look at the movie, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I don't even know how the process works. What we doing?
What I gotta do?
What we doing?
Yeah, you gotta get your internet set up. You gotta get your gas.
You gotta have all this before you come. Like, what?
Nigga, if I'd have known this, I'd have did it before I got
here. Yeah, like, I'm sitting over here like, I ain't know how to do that
today, man.
You gotta have your insurance. I'm like, how do I already have insurance? I ain't even looked at them.
What I'm talking about?
Bring back the insurance, we'll give you the keys. Like,
right.
Man, they be wildin', boy.
They be tripping, bro.
Yeah, man. They don't teach you none of that. Don't know how to go to the doctor.
None of that shit.
Don't know what's going on. You literally go in there, trial and error. Walk in. I've never done this before.
What I'm doing here.
What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And they tell you your parents supposed to teach you that. Your parents only know what they know. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Your parents do what they, you know what I'm saying? They probably had to do the same thing, trial and error. So they taught you what they know. And even though what they know, it may not be wrong. It may not be the best way of doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I know it's up to the parents somewhat, but why would the system put something in place to not teach you how to live in the system?
Exactly. Damn.
Schools that's a system thing. But they don't tell you how to. Okay, this is how you survive in the system. Once you finish high school, this is how you do it. So that should be like a mandatory senior class or something.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna this class is dedicated to teaching you how to survive once you graduate high school. We got a class, you know what I'm saying? We got a section on taxes. We got a section on getting your first apartment. Got a section on
shit.
If you ain't got it, get your license.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go to technical route, technician.
Yeah.
Fucking go to college if you
teach
want.
you how to look for a job. Teach you how to, you know what I'm saying?
Resumes.
Do an interview, resumes. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
Yeah. Like life planning. Like that's what it should be called. Like
if everybody can't afford college, like high school should have taught you something to where you could just literally just go into a field. Yeah. College should only be like you are literally specifically trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
that's really what it is, but like you really don't have enough skills yet. It's not even that you don't have enough skills. There are a lot of kids that are talented that graduate high school. Mm-hmm. They don't have the experience.
Right.
That's the messed up thing because somebody might know how to do something. I got to do this. Well, I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? They may have something that they did at the house, right. Working on cars with their dad or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that since they was in middle school or whatever. So they know their way around the car.
Exactly.
They don't got no experience though. They just graduated high school. They gonna look at them like, well, you ain't worked yet. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna give you this BS. If you do get the job, they'll give you a BS pay rate.
$8.
You know what I'm saying? $8.50 an hour. And you looking like, I'm better than that guy. Right. He been here for 10 years.
Exactly.
But just because you young and you don't have no experience, then they gonna, you know what I'm saying? That is what it is. That's why I feel like I'm not trying to push like entrepreneurship on this. But I feel like you should be able to just start your own stuff. Right. Nowadays, obviously, you got to get a job. I mean, to sustain yourself, to start off with.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think there's really any other way to do that unless you got a rich family or something.
Exactly.
But otherwise, you're going to have to get a job.
$100,000 is for. That's what the $100,000
is. But you got to start off working. So you're going to have to get a job somewhere. So you got to do something. You may not even want to do it, but you got to do something to start off with. And then while you're doing that, work towards what you want to do. Mm-hmm. There's something that you want to do. There's something that I really like this.
Doing this.
Yeah. Whatever that I really like doing this is,
find a way to make money.
Then find a way to make money off of it. And if you don't, ain't got nothing to show for it but a Hellcat that you can't afford.
But if you was one of them niggas, if you are going to be one of them niggas that got $5,000 left, you can still do something with that too. You can flip that. You can flip it. You gotta do something with that, man. Yeah. Like with the 100, you can you know what I'm saying, start you some real stuff. You can get you some real equipment. Yeah.
Like, cause with that, you can whatever kind of business you trying to start for real, you can get some equipment and start it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to start a music studio, a karate dojo, you got enough to start that.
You do.
You really have enough to start that. So, yeah, man. That 100 racks would really change a lot of folks. Like, really,
that's what I'm saying.
Some wealth in the people that, you know what I'm saying,
who deserve it.
Who do right by it.
And I'm not saying that because of slavery and the crack and all that shit, all the stuff that's happened to us up to this point, that $100,000 is enough. No. I just know that that's probably unreasonable, but I mean, not to me because I like it, but to the people who can change the law and actually implement that type of money.
Oh, yeah, that's not happening.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think them niggas gonna, but if they was, $100,000 really could change, like he said, change a lot of people's life, generational wealth, and that's a fucking, what them niggas get? Like, they get, what does white privilege does to people give you a head start. It literally would give everybody a head start. Everybody would pretty much start, I feel, the same spot. I feel
like, I mean, because you could really do a lot with that. And once you take that class and you get the knowledge of what you can do with that,
it's over with.
Like, so, like, obviously it's still gonna be some people that's gonna straight up blow it. But it's gonna be some people that, like, before that class, they were gonna blow it. But after that class, they about to make millions. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what to do. They know where to put it, how to put it there, when to put it there. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. There's so much that you just don't know you don't know. Like, before I was really reading these books, I started reading about real estate investing, stock market, all this stuff. like all these different type of investments, how to invest in your business and what to get and where, you know what I'm saying? Once I started reading about this stuff and learning the loopholes and stuff that people be doing, like Amazon paid $0 in taxes last year. Or was that 2018? Might have been 2018.
Still.
One of them years, 0. They didn't pay no taxes.
That's amazing. If y'all don't know that.
Amazon didn't pay any taxes.
How much money you would have at the end of the year if you did not pay taxes?
All them taxes went to their financial department trying to figure out how they can get away from the tax.
Yeah.
That's probably what
Them niggas got bonuses.
Yeah,
boy.
man.
All of them got bonuses.
Because I'm sitting there like, man, you know how much money Amazon made? You know how much taxes would have been? Man, that'd have probably been that whole last stimulus check.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That whole last stimulus check
Well,
probably
that
been
government-
paid by them.
I know the government was sick, boy.
No, they ain't sick. They make it so that they can get out of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because like, one of the areas they got a tax deduction for was research and development.
Oh.
So you see what I'm saying?
So they put all the money.
A little business really ain't doing no research and development.
Right.
They ain't got the money to do research and
Goddamn
development.
Amazon.
Amazon got enough money to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Put it into stuff, right? You
I
know
think
what
they
I'm
got
saying?
robotics that they fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what research and development is for them. They learn, they making new robots and stuff. They can, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the parts of their tax write-offs. So they can, you know what I'm saying, slash taxes that way. Then, you know, it's a bunch of other little loopholes.
Boy.
And their accountant team,
They found that.
they found all those, put them all together, $0.
I can imagine how much paperwork that shit is.
It don't even matter. You paying $0 in tax and you made over, how much they made? Like, I remember they said like during the holiday season last year alone, they made like $2 billion.
Yeah.
Just the holiday season. And I'm sitting here like, dog.
I think that pushed him to like the wealthiest man in the world. I think
He's already the wealthiest man in the world.
Well, I guess they solidified him.
Yeah.
As the fucking
You're not catching
wealthiest
now.
man.
You're not catching up now.
Nah. Especially if his business keep going.
Yeah. You're not catching up now. Like before it was like, well, no, hold on.
Right.
Now it's like,
Yeah, nah. It's over.
and that's after the divorce he had with his wife. She took what, 30-something billion? Like,
Oh, still the richest.
yeah, that's crazy. And I don't mean took. That's what the agreement was. Don't be trying to come at me with all that. You know how they gonna do.
She didn't take it.
She didn't take it. She earned that. She was with him every day. She was. Not saying that she wasn't. I'm just trying to lay out the number. So don't come at me.
Money.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That immediately put her in like the top list. Immediately.
Yeah, Forbes.
Yeah,
He was
so
right there.
I mean, it had to be. I don't know what they was going through, but it had to be pretty bad for them to split like that.
He must see caught that nigga in like a fucking interracial orgy or
Something.
shit.
Something
That nigga
happened.
was
I don't know
going
what
ham,
that
boy.
was. Yeah, I don't know what. Cause for that, like, I mean, just because of that, I mean, like, when you at that level, it's almost like you a power couple type of thing, and it's like, regardless of what happened, you got to stay together for the image type of thing.
Right.
Nah,
I
I
don't care about that.
don't know what he did or what she did to make, or what they both did to make them not want to stay together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 30-something billion is a that's a big price. I guess technically not for him. That's like what?
It's fucking.
That was like it was a smaller percentage of his stuff. I mean, it was a nice chunk, but it wasn't. But I mean, just he ain't hurting
Yeah, it didn't hurt him.
by any stretch of the
It
imagination.
hurt him. He made that back probably 2 months later.
The way they
You
make
know you made it back already now. Everybody buying shit from Amazon now, boy.
COVID and protesting,
Everybody buying Amazon.
you almost got to buy online.
Exactly. Should you go somewhere? No, I'm not.
No, don't even.
Yeah.
Don't put that out there. But yeah, man, Amazon. I know I've been buying from Amazon. I ain't really ever
You need that
really bought.
USB drive.
I do. That thing's amazing. But I never really bought nothing from Amazon for real.
Yeah, I know.
Before this, I never bought online. Like I always pull up. Then I started pulling up everybody closed. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I pull up, yeah, we close. I'm like, what? So I had to start buying online. I've been buying. I know I've been spending some money on Amazon.
The Apple Store so damn bougie. I try to go up there. You gotta make an appointment just to go get something. Like you can't even walk in there to buy nothing.
You better than me. You know I ain't gonna be seeing no Apple stuff.
I love Apple.
I'll probably be throwing a brick through it.
Apple ain't never did nothing to you.
They didn't
dog.
though. They ain't do nothing to me. It's just I don't like their business model.
Yeah.
You got to go through for them. You got to go through them for everything. Like, I like a little bit of freedom. I like, if I don't want to use yours, I want to be able to go get a different one and it still work. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go strictly through them, they can set the price to whatever they want.
Yeah.
And you have to go there because there's no other option.
Yeah.
When you know what I'm saying, when you provide options, that creates competition. Competition is always good for the consumer.
It is.
So with no competition, that's not good for the consumer.
And that's why NBA Live needs to come back. Because 2K...
Live tried that, man. See, let me rephrase this. Good competition is good for the consumer.
Yeah. Live, man, look.
Live wasn't it. Live
I don't
didn't make
know what the fuck y'all niggas is.
Live wasn't good competition. There was still really only one option for real.
Yeah, literally, like y'all.
I bought Live. I bought it just to support them, to try to keep them going, so they could, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Because if you want competition, you gotta at least support the people who trying to compete. You know what I'm saying?
And you also have to put out good content so people can support you.
I understand. I got you, but like that was like their first year back, man.
Nigga, if it's your look at God of War. Look how long of a break God of War took. You didn't play the new God of War, did you? Nigga. You gotta borrow that. I gotta let you borrow that shit. But yeah, bro, like God of War has been consistently bangers, bro, and that's how NBA Live was. Live was banger, and then
I don't know. I stopped playing Live before it got bad.
Yeah.
Like for real, because I used to play Live. Like I played Live all the time. That was my game. And then like I told my sister one day, because it was like for my birthday or something, my dad told my sister to go to the store. I couldn't drive back then. She told my sister to go to the store to get me the NBA Live. So I told her it's like NBA Live 08.
Yeah. Has
Gilbert Arenas on the front cover. NBA Live 08, Gilbert Arenas. She was like, all right, cool. She gonna come back with NBA 2K8, Chris Paul in front, like, does this look like Gilbert Arenas? She's like, I don't know who that is. I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, dog, I was so pissed. I was like, man, I don't even want to play this. Man, I cracked it open, man. I was like, man, I got it now. I might as well just play. I put it in. I never went back. Never went back.
2K9.
Never went back. I'm like, yo, this is dope.
Nah, I think Kevin Garnett was on that one. Yeah. First one I got. Never went back. 2K10. You can play crew. You can make an online player. You can make them look exactly like you. You can go in the crew and you compete against other niggas. Man, I used to blow niggas out on 2K.
Dog. When I started 2K8, when I played 2K8, I never went back to Live. Cause my dad was like, hey, you still want me to take that back? I'm like, nah, we keep this one.
Yeah.
Nah. And I still ended up buying Live 08 just to see how it was. I was like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it, man. That 2K was too crazy, man. And then from that moment on, I never played. Well, I ain't gonna say I never played it, but
I played it.
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Before then, man, I was on. The only thing that I did like better on Live was the dunk contest. Yeah. Dunk contest was dope.
Backflips and all that.
Yeah, because the 2K dunk contest was trash.
I could just never get a high score. I mean, I didn't understand that shit. That shit was trash.
Yeah, I like that Live dunk contest. I like the way they did the little button combination. It was dope. It was dope. It made it interesting. But other than that, man, Live wasn't it. Yeah, Live, they have some interesting ideas. They gameplay need to step up though, like because their ideas ain't bad. They have good ideas. It's not fun to play. No, you gotta.
Why I can't go in the hole and dunk on a nigga? Like, where's that animation at? There's no animation.
That's the one thing. That's what I think they need to fix, man. Their animations are awful.
Garbage.
They be all choppy and they just be like I don't know what be going on with their
fuck, bro. Come on, dog.
I don't know what be going on with their animations, man. They gotta fix their animations, dog. Like that's what take you out of the game because you'll be playing. You might be having a little bit of fun, and then you do a crossover, and then it be some crazy animation just take you out of the whole game. You like, dog, what just happened? What just happened, man?
2K, bro, y'all developers, man. Look, the only issue I really got with the game, bro, is the fucking hop step. All right, you can't hop step, take 2 steps, and then lay the ball up. That's a travel every time.
That's what LeBron was trying to go for with that crab dribble. Remember when they shut that down back in the day?
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Well, how you gonna hop and then keep walking?
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he did. He said you can do a hezzy into 2 steps or something like that.
Nah.
So it was basically like you take a full step, or he was hopping and then taking 2 steps. It was the weirdest thing in the world. And he was like, "It's called a crab triple." I was like, "I ain't never heard that in my life, Brian. That must be some Akron stuff."
Yeah, LeBron did produce my career this year, so that's probably why that's in the game now.
You're right. He's like, "I ain't doing it unless
yeah,
get this crab triple in the game."
I don't give a fuck what nobody said about it. You want me on this game, nigga? Because he on the game, like he's actually in the game. You got a whole cutscene and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that shit whack. I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. That shit is garbage. Everything else is straight. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with 2K.
But this has been the second episode of Black Crowns. This is Coop.
Deron.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Like and subscribe.
Copy at the bottom.
Right down there.